Hey folks, this is Mike, Whiskey Alpha 9 Papa India Echo, and I haven't done a video for a while, so I thought I'd do one. It's late at night, everybody's asleep, and there's a lot of interest in FT8, or still some interest in JT65 or JT9, but all the buzz is about FT8 at the moment, so I thought I would do a video. It's probably in 5 minutes or less because it's really not too difficult to get things set up and get some FT8 QSOs in your log. You can see up here in my log I've got quite a bit of FT8 in the log so far, so it's a lot of fun. So there's two things you have to set up, and think of it this way: WSJT is going to broadcast QSO information, and logbook is going to listen for QSO information. So first we have to go into configuration options, or the settings of WSJT-X, and you have to enable these pieces down here. Best thing to do is to just leave them where they are. You just have to check this box, make sure this says 127.0.0.1, and then 2333 is what you need there, and then just click on OK. So that part's done. The other piece is you come up into HRD logbook, you go to Tools, Configure, QSO forwarding, and the piece you want is down here under UDP Receive. Check all these boxes. In particular, check the first two and the last one if you're not using N1MM, but there's no harm in setting it up anyway. So check all these boxes, put 12060 in here, and 2333, which is what you've got in WSJT-X. You guys select a target database, so I've got a couple databases. I'm going to use that. Then I select overlaid, which basically will cause logbook to use whatever station information you happen to have as the active station for that log, and it will write that to the database, and I'll show you why that's important here in a few minutes. It just makes life easier. So you got those things set up. Now you're ready to go. So for all of what I just did, that's it. That's all you have to do to set this up. So if you're still following me there, go back and rerun this video if you need to go back over it again. I'm not going to go into rig control setup or anything like that because none of that's really changed recently, but with the 6.4.0.86 build, we did improve this integration here. So let's make some FT8 QSOs here. I mean, it works, like I said, it works with JT65, but anything you can do with WSJT-X. And notice I don't have JT Alert running. I'm not convinced that I need it. Other people do, and you can still do that, but I just have WSJT-X running, and I'm going to call this station here. I don't profess to be an expert by any stretch of the imagination at FT8 or WSJT-X, so sometimes it takes me a few tries, and I don't have the best station in the world either, so sometimes it might take a few tries here. For me to get a call back, so we'll see what happens here. I'm just going to kind of hang here and let the thing run its course. Okay, here we go. So you can see it's running through the exchange here with the EA1 AKS station. Meanwhile, the F5 PG Papa Bravo Golf station called as well. If he's still there, in a moment I'll work him. But over here in the lower right, you can see how it's working through these different standard messages, and then here in a moment it'll get through them. But the key thing is to watch what happens when it gets done. And I want you to keep your eye up here. You notice at the top of my log here, the last one, the last QSO that's in here is DL9ZAD. So when this one concludes, it will it'll pop into the top spot there. So here we go. We got the dialog box pop up asking me to log the QSO. Watch what happens in logbook behind it when I log that QSO. Boom, it shows up right there. That's all there is to it. It's a beautiful thing. Now I'm going to work this guy. And this one's about to conclude. There we go. I'm going to click OK, and boom, that shows up in the log. That's it. I'm not going to run through more of these guys, but once you got them in the log, you can see I put the column up here that says logbook of the world sent is no. So basically I could go and highlight all the ones that show no, and then I could upload them to logbook of the world. I could right click, I could upload them to logbook of the world, I could upload them to EQSL, club log, QRZ log. But that's basically the gist of it. If you have EQSL, HRD log, QRZ log, and club log set to upload them automatically, they'll go in automatically. The other thing I was going to do is explain why you need to have that overlaid option in there. If I go back and look at these QSOs that I just created and look at the My Station information in those QSOs, I can see that it populated all that with the information from Ham Radio Deluxe Logbook, so it's not depending on another source for that data. That's it, folks. It's that simple. If you liked what you saw, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button down below. Share this with your friends. Make sure that they know how to get in there and get active with FT8 or any of the other WSJT-X modes. And we'll see you guys on the air. Take care.